Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Paradise Valley. This is episode 2. Today we're continuing to work on the Oasis Hotel and Casino. I'm only anticipating this build to last one more episode, 2 at the maximum. At that point, there'll be a break in the series so that I can work on wrapping up the assets that are being featured over these episodes and hopefully get them onto the workshop. One of the first things that I did in this time lapse was place the volcano that sits in the lagoon in front of the Oasis. Right now, it's just floating on the water. I haven't put any thought into the future of that particular asset in regards to if I'm going to update it or change it and try to get it uploaded to the workshop or not, or if I'm just going to leave it alone and let it be. I created the volcano in March of 2016, and at that time, there was just no way to have it in the water. I just ended up scrapping the entire thing, including the hotel. The sign that sits on top of the road or over the road was created last year as well. During this build, I was really surprised to look back and see how much I had completed last year and how much of it was still usable, including both of the signs. I haven't even started texturing the main hotel. The building that you see now and it's being featured through these episodes is just a stand-in to see how the sizing would look and everything. But I decided to keep it throughout the build and complete the resort in-game before I start working on texturing the asset, rather than trying to go back and forward between that and doing this build. You also saw me placing pools around the Oasis. I originally wanted to use Ronix's pools, obviously the best looking pools on the workshop, but they were just too small for a resort hotel and I wanted different shapes. So a big shout out to Ronix, who provided me with his original file so that I could create variations using the same technique that he used. There are probably few people, if any at all, that are more knowledgeable about this game than Ronix. Again, the pools are one of the first things I'm planning on getting to the workshop, as well as the plazas that y'all saw me place inside the pool in front of the Oasis. Technically, they are sitting on the land surrounded by the water and are submerged in the water a little bit. They will occasionally flood if they are submerged too low into the water. I did want to have that resolved before uploading to the workshop, but if I don't, it's not really a big deal. Colossal Order just announced on a recent developer's diary that the Green Cities DLC will include both buildings that float on the water and that sit on stilts in the water. But I'm cool with the way that these plazas function right now. I also placed the 32 tile grass prop around the edge in front of the pool. I imported an aerial screenshot of the area into SketchUp, and I basically just drew the prop around the pool in SketchUp so that the curves will align exactly. That was not so much me being creative, but just lazy and not wanting to deal with curve props or any other props in game. I definitely won't be uploading that to the workshop. But again, if y'all want to see the other assets on the workshop soon, please hit the like button on this video as well as the other videos too. It just lets me know that y'all are watching and are supportive of some of the things that I'm doing on camera and off camera. And go ahead and spam the comment section too and let me know what y'all think. The main reason I started posting on YouTube is because of the increased interaction with the community. So go ahead and let me know what y'all think and leave feedback for me in the comment section. The first episode of Paradise Valley received more comments and feedback than any other video that I posted so far. And I don't know why. Hopefully y'all are just as excited about this new series and what I'm building as I am. I never talk about what's actually going on in the time lapse, but y'all should be used to that by now. Right here, I'm still plugging away at the area in front of the Oasis. I'm putting down some parking garages and a monorail. In real life, This is a tram that goes from the Mirage Casino to the Treasure Island Casino, and from there you can use a pedestrian bridge to go to the mall. It probably saves about a 10 to 15 minute walk, but in game, however, I did think using the monorail would be a neat feature. I'll probably have it go directly into the mall itself and maybe connect with the monorail on the other side of the strip later on in the series. One of the things I'm struggling with so far is the texture of the sand, the grass, and the ruin texture. My ruin texture is the same as the sand texture, so it's not a big deal when I'm placing props and buildings in the sand. But when I want to add in the grass texture, it causes a lot of problems. I tried a couple of things to hide this. In the end, I used the raw rock asset, which I really have forgotten about. The problem with that is that the raw rock actually created the ruin texture as well. Eventually, I went into the asset editor and saved the version that did not leave a ruin in. Something that continues to bother me, and it's been an issue for everyone for the longest time, is just the lack of foot traffic in areas created in-game. I do try to create small custom parks as much as possible. I haven't used the people park generators in a long time. It gets a little annoying and defeats the purpose when those parks need road access. It looks like we're about halfway through the episode. In the rest of the time lapse, I'm looking for buildings to really fill in the area, but aren't necessarily the focus. You'll see me place the Dump Hotel. The tower that this hotel represents in real life isn't as tall as the one that I'm using by boldly building. Tell me what y'all think. Should I leave it or dump it? In filling in some of the first floor around the Oasis Hotel, I used this industrial distribution center. The model was created by Avanya, and this version was retextured by King Leno. The roof texture on the distribution center is the texture that I had in mind when I created the stand-in version of the Oasis Hotel, and it's probably the same one that I will use in the completed version. But for some reason, they are causing pollution right now, and I haven't put too much thought into changing that. I'm also using parts of the Skyline Mall asset to fill in the flat areas around the hotel too. For some reason, it causes me a bit of dissonance to using my own buildings in ways that they weren't originally created for. But I'll probably do something similar for the Oasis, to have just a building with the same walls and roof texture as the main parts of the casino, but which are really only just props to fill in the area. For the Treasure Island Hotel and Casino, I'm using the Rico Building Residential 016, which is one of the high-rise Russian apartment buildings, and they really work well in so many different situations. The real Treasure Island building is just ass ugly. It's a terrible looking building, and I wasn't going to waste my time creating that, but I am working on a couple of different custom props to make it look more like a casino. So that's going to pretty much wrap things up for me for this episode. I feel like we made pretty good progress so far. I'm hoping to tie everything together in the third episode. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the series, and I'm really enjoying the diversity of the custom content that I'm creating for this series. Plus, I'm still in the middle of a campaign in which I'm making a different shopping center store for every 100 subs I get on YouTube, up to 2,000. There's still a lot of great stores out there, so do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe to the channel to show your support. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing all of y'all in the next episode.